Hi, I'm Roger from EVANNEX. We're going to be talking about the installation of our Charge Port Skinz. This is a whimsical solution that will allow you to turn your charge port into a small work of art. Let's get started. Before we begin work on the installation itself, we have to be sure that we clean the area so that it's free from dust or any other debris. We spray a 40% alcohol, 60% water mix onto a lint-free cloth, not onto the charge port surface itself, onto a lint-free cloth, and just very gently wipe down the surface. We be absolutely certain that we get every area of the surface wiped down, including the edges, and be also absolutely certain that there are no small dust or dirt particles present. Now that we've cleaned the charge port surface, it's not a bad idea to take a look at the big picture before we take the skin off of its backing. Our focus is going to be on the charge port hole itself and edges on top and on the side, aligning kind of all three simultaneously as we work. It will likely require us to put it on, take it off, adjust, put it on, take it off, and adjust. That's part of the process. Patience here is a virtue. I've gently peeled the skin off of its backing, and now we're ready to begin positioning it. We simply place it over the charge port hole, and at the same time align on the top as best we can and on the sides as best we can to try to get an excellent fit. We then gently press down on the side. Oops, this thing does come down. It's no big deal. We just hold it for a second. It normally pops right back up. If it fails to pop up, it's no problem. We simply allow it to close, and then we can use either our Tesla app or just pressure on the door itself to cause it to open. You'll notice I'm working from the inside out smoothing. This is very straightforward, relatively simple. I have a little wrinkle here, so I'm going to pull it up just like that and smooth it back out so that I get the kind of look that I'm looking for. Oop, another wrinkle there. I pull it up and smooth it back out. If you'd like, you can use a credit card to do this, but frankly, your finger gets the job done very, very nicely. Here I'm smoothing behind the door opening mechanism. Again, very smoothly, very calmly, pressing everything down as I go. Along this side, whoops, sorry, I don't want to block your view. Along this side, pressing out. If I encounter a wrinkle, I simply pull it up as I just did and replace it. We want to be absolutely certain that there's clearance around this hole, the charge hole, this indicator, the charging light indicator, and of course, around the door open close mechanism. I pop that behind the open close mechanism and continue my smoothing. As I do this, I smooth, looking for wrinkles and trying to remove as many as I possibly can. If there are air bubbles, I work them out toward an edge, which gets them out. I smooth the edges, and at least as a first cut, we now have lightning, one of our charge port skins, applied on Model 3. We suspect that some Model S owners may want to take off one charge port skin and replace it with another design on a reasonably regular basis, just so that you get a different look for each quarter of the year or every 6 months or whenever you'd like. It might be worth showing you just how relatively simple it is to remove our charge port skins. So let's go about doing that. We found the best place to start. By the way, it's not a bad idea to have a little #1 X-Acto. Just kind of allows you to grab the edge. Be careful here though, because you don't want to scratch your charge port surface. Start behind the door open close mechanism and just peel up the charge port. It comes up relatively easily. And then just very gently and slowly, again, as I've mentioned many times, patience is a virtue here. Peel this guy up, working down around the edges, working from the edge inward, peeling it up as you go. As you can see, it does stretch. You will ruin it when you take it off. You're going to have to use a new one. But fundamentally, we just remove it this way, pull it all the way around, working around the edges in toward the center. As you can see, it comes right up. It is stretching a little bit, but no big deal. We pull it up from around the edge, and we have it removed.